Oklahoma ranks 49th in education, but the superintendent of education, Ryan Walters, who is a very controversial figure, recently announced he has a plan for the state. You see, he wants to have Bibles added to history classrooms. Now, a lot of people immediately made the joke that he's going to require Trump Bibles in the classroom. Well, he's now released the requirements for the Bibles he wants. They must be King James Version Bibles. They must contain Old and New Testament. They must include the United States Pledge of Allegiance, the U.S. Declaration of Independence, the U.S. Constitution, and the U.S. Bill of Rights. And the Bibles must also be bound in leather or leather-like material. Now, Mardell Christian and Education, who supplies over 2,900 Bibles, does not have a single Bible that actually matches these requirements put out by Ryan Walters. But there are two Bibles that are pretty well known that do match these requirements. One would be the God Bless the USA Bible. That is the one we're commonly called the Trump Bible, and it's endorsed by Donald Trump, and he gets some money from it. But there is a second Bible. That would be the We the People Bible, which was also endorsed by Donald Trump, and I have to assume he would make some money off of that as well. And you might be wondering, well, he asked for millions of dollars from a budget to pay for these Bibles, but where would he find money for this current proposal? Well, Oklahoma has had 130 teachers resign or be fired since last year alone. And that's where the money appears to be coming from. According to Ryan Walters, the money is going to be coming from a source similar to that. He says OSDE has realized significant personnel and administrative cost saving that can be directed towards this program. What's also really, really interesting is that Oklahoma, he might be saying that this is for history classrooms, but there are 55,000 Bibles asked for in this original purchase. There are only 43,000 total classrooms in all of Oklahoma. So the numbers really don't match up. And you might be saying, well, how close is his description to these Bibles? The God Bless the USA Bible is in stock for quick shipping. Easy to read, large print, slim design. This Bible invites you to explore God's words anywhere, anytime. This Bible has been designed so that it delivers an easy reading experience in the trusted King James Version translation. The large print Bible will be perfect to take to church, a Bible study, work, travel, etc. The Bible also includes a copy of Handwritten Chorus to God Bless the USA by Lee Greenwood, the U.S. Constitution, the Bill of Rights, Declaration of Independence, and the Pledge of Allegiance. Now, that's one of them. The other one is We the People. The We the People Bible was designed with the Patriot in mind and features a vertical reversed American flag design that represents a country in distress. Our Bible is proudly made in the U.S. and has been designed with a large print that delivers an easy reading experience to anyone looking to explore the tried and true King James Version translation. Every We the People Bible also includes easy-to-read copies of America's founding documents, including the United States Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, and the Pledge of Allegiance. And it's also in what appears to be like a blackish, like fake leather outside. So a lot of people, when both of these Bibles were announced, called them a cult-like, right? Like, why is your Bible including things like the United States Pledge of Allegiance? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't belong in a Bible. And now we have these exact requirements essentially in a school, violating church and state very much obviously, and is most likely going to get stopped at some level. But a lot of people believe that this whole Bible thing was not actually something he wanted to put forward and actually have done. It was a signal for him to have an out after they get rid of him, that he is willing to do things and maybe get himself a job in the far-right sphere, maybe directly with Donald Trump. So here we have him putting out basically what a lot of people consider a open call to Trump and MAGA, saying, I'm here, I'm willing to promote your product. I would not be shocked if at this time next year, Ryan Walters is now a Bible salesman for one of these Patriot Bible groups instead of having his current job. I would not be shocked in the least. This is a guy who has done a lot of terrible things for education in the state, made a lot of terrible statements, and it's all about pushing an agenda. It's been very clear to me from the beginning. It's been very clear to a lot of people from the beginning. I don't think anyone would really be shocked. Now, I don't believe he's responded about whether Trump Bibles are possibly on the table, but I believe all that this is basically doing is it's opening it up to bidding. The issue becomes if it's open for bidding and there's only products available that match Trump Bibles and then the Trump Bibles get picked. Yeah. And the thing is, you can get a King James Version Bible for like $2 or $3, right? They're not expensive. You can get certain versions very cheap, but he's wanting 55,000 Bibles. Well, if you're spending $2 or $3, that's still a significant amount of money. But remember, he wanted millions. And if you're going to be buying $60 Trump Bibles or $90 Trump endorsed Bibles, you're going to have to spend millions. It's rather disgusting, and you might be wondering, well, where did I find this document? Well, I found it directly on the Oklahoma Secretary government website, whatever it is. It's an official Oklahoma government website. This was just put out there. There's already, and I saw this last night, and I wasn't going to do a video, and I saw the media is starting to cover it, so I thought I'd go ahead and get up and do a video. And if you're wondering why my camera's not on, I poked myself in the eye shortly before doing this video, and I just don't feel like dealing with holding that eye open to look normal during the video. And of course, also just the text here I wanted to have very clearly visible, and it would kind of hard to do that with me there. It would either have to be shrunk down or I would block part of it. So this just kind of worked out. I have another video planned for later. I have scheduled as well. It's going to be a video on Shell Shock 2, which is a music festival that Kyle Rittenhouse was invited to as a guest, and the whole thing basically fell apart. So definitely make sure you check that video out later today. I did that one last night because I have statements from the bands. I read a statement from the actual people organizing the event. And of course, who do they blame, right? Like, this event is supposed to be like raising money for PTSD victims, things like that. And they brought in Kyle Rittenhouse, who has no reason to be there. So people pulled out and they blame the liberals. Because of course they do.